Made it to the Desperado, Jeremy.
Yes.
Are you ready to cook a bunch of barbecue?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. It's one of those things you can never really get ready for. It's like, all right, we're just gonna get through it.
You're never ready until they are wrapped in the warmer. Then you feel pretty confident.
Oh yeah, then you feel great.
Crack of 7:15 right now. Got in last night. Matt put us up in a beautiful little house. And by little, I mean probably bigger than mine and way nicer, but we'll show you that in a little bit. But Jeremy brought his 1,000 gallon down, filled it up with sausage a couple days ago. And now it's time to smoke some briskets, which are in the fridge truck, which Jeremy was nice enough to get for us last night because we loaded it up with like 2,000 pounds of meat and beer, maybe 3. And I put it on my Tacoma, which almost snapped the Tacoma in half. It was very...
Ryan, I thought you might have been exaggerating a little bit when I hooked this thing up. No, dude.
There's no way I could have done it.
This thing has more tongue weight than this 1,000 gallon did.
Yeah, Bones and I hooked it up and the jack was dragging along the ground. I moved it like 10 feet and my car was creaking, and yeah, the Tacoma is not capable of that, so Jeremy had to grab his dually. Which means he had to go from Austin to Bernie, drop off the 1,000 gallon, then back to Austin to pick up the fridge. So, appreciate you, buddy. It's brisket seasoning time. Got these all trimmed up in the other video, and now we got some good old-fashioned Chuds BBQ SPG, which I'm really glad to be using because we have this bulk from the bottling process that we've had for a long time, and I didn't know what to do with, so doing a little house cleaning at the same time. So we're getting these seasoned up kind of Louis Miller, Leroy and Lewis style in the bucket here. Nice heavy application, and then hit it with a little secret salt just for that added flavor. Beautiful. Now it's time to throw it on the pit. We should probably pull out this top grate. Yep. All right, all the briskets are seasoned up and on the pit. Look at that view. Looking good. Got a 500 over here as well. And it's really hot and sweaty already. More briskets over here. Now we're throwing on some pork butts. This guy drove from where?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Not that far north. Almost Canada.
You left at midnight and you landed here at
Oh no, left at 8 p.m.
I left at 8 p.m. and got here at about 6 p.m. the next day.
Jesus. Just to bring us this beautiful 500 gallon pit, because Jeremy did no research to see if anyone in Texas had a 500 gallon smoker.
I don't think they exist down here.
All the pits are loaded, smoke is in the air, beautiful day. Now we're just hanging out for a couple hours. How you doing, buddy?
Ready to rock. How are you doing?
Doing well.
What time did you get up and get this going?
We got here around 7.
Okay.
Just got it fully loaded. You should come check out how much meat is on here.
Dude, this is crazy.
It's a lot of meat.
That is a lot. Clint, look at this. Dang. That's freaking dope. That's so cool.
Matt, are you ready for this event?
I think so. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we're ready. I'm personally ready, but I think we've done everything we need to do to make the event ready to be ready. I would say I am, man, my nervousness brings down the excitement, I would say.
Yeah.
But I'm a solid 7 on both. I'm 7 nervous, 7 excited.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Once everybody shows up and we get like a couple hours into the event and it's going good, that's usually when I'm like, we did it.
Right.
It's awesome. There's not a ton I have to do anymore, I don't think, and so I'm kind of nervous that I'm like, am I forgetting something?
Right.
Like we did everything so well, I think, that I feel kind of nervous that I'm not working harder right now.
Yeah, that was us yesterday when we were packing up. I'm like, we just worked hard for like 3 days making all this sausage and meat and stuff. I'm like, did we do it all?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out the hard way.
We're gonna see.
Guys, I've got a great idea for a video.
What's that?
But
I smoked a brisket in a cave, and this happened.
Oh, there you go.
I died because there was no oxygen left.
So Matt was very kind and rented a bunch of golf carts, and we got one for Team Barbecue over here, which makes getting around the resort a whole lot easier. Woo! And I love a good golf cart, but mostly because the wood is like, I don't know, several yards away from where we're cooking. But now we got this, which is great. I mean, obviously he could move this with a Bobcat. He probably will, but he's pretty busy, and it's not that far. Speaking of wood, big shout out to my guy Javier, Chief Firewood. He's my wood supplier, has been for like a decade at this point. He supplies all the wood for Leroy and Lewis, Franklin, pretty much everywhere in Austin, all over the state, really. So I hit him up about this event, and he was very kind in donating some wood for the event. So Chief Firewood, love you guys. If you guys are in the area, be sure to hit him up. He does these cages, but he also does it in pallet form. I get a couple pallets dropped off maybe once or twice a year, stack them in the backyard. It's great. We're gonna be driving around in this all day. Pits are good, just loading them up. They're humming along. Probably shouldn't leave them unattended, but we brought fishing poles because we're really close to a river, and we definitely didn't need to drive to the river.
We're there.
Hey, I've seen this place on YouTube. By the way, if you don't know who Matt Carricker is, he has a Pew Pew channel that's very large, roughly 11 million subscribers. He also has a vlog channel where currently he is renovating this abandoned resort. And he decided to throw a barbecue festival and invited me and Jeremy to come cook for it. And now we're here and it's a beautiful day. Got 1,000 people showing up tomorrow. Got 42 briskets on the pit, 8 pork butts. And then tomorrow we're cooking 120 racks of ribs and like 700 sausage links, which I made in the last video. It's a lot of food, but we're gonna enjoy the day. Beautiful river. Oh God, I can't film and open a beer. There we go. That's a nice spot you got there.
This isn't my fault.
I got my hook stuck pretty much immediately. Brad sucks at fishing is back. No luck. We're only out there for a couple minutes. Long enough for me to get my line caught and him to hit a tree. But it's 1 beer's worth of fishing. Now we're gonna check the pits. Not a bad way to spend a day. Pits are running strong. Got the fridge truck here now hooked up to a generator, which is wonderful because nice and cold in there. It's gonna make today a lot more pleasant and a little bit more shade because we are just in the middle of a field here. I think it's only in the 90s though for August 2nd. It's not a bad time.
Hop in.
And now we just loaded up the pits with some logs. So we're gonna just go around and explore the resort a little bit.
Do it now. Do it. Do it now.
Golf cart.
Yeah. Cool. So this building burned down a while back and it's kind of creepy. Now, the first time I saw this on camera, I said, if this was cleaned up a bit, this would make an awesome paintball course. Pretty cool. Oh God, that chair is so creepy. How did that survive? Deer running all over the place. Saw some goats last night. So this is where we're staying. This place is cool. How many times have I said that? Probably shouldn't be walking around here. This place has been abandoned for like 20 years. There we are. We finally found the building we're looking up at. The smokers are like right there. What do you think, Jeremy? Should we fire up this pit?
I think we need to do a brisket cook. Hey, they got a sheet tray in there.
Oh, nice. Let's fire that up tonight. Make some marshmallows or something. Just an abandoned little hotel room here. Imagine this place in its heyday, though. It's just so many buildings. Yeah, glad he didn't give us this room. Oh, that's terrifying. They made the most ridiculous, gigantic cornhole boards. Now we're gonna get them off the truck. We're in the fridge. I apologize for the loud audio, but we're trimming ribs. Beautiful looking ribs, nice and fatty. Hey there, Nick.
Hi.
You ever trimmed ribs before?
Nope.
How you doing down there?
Oh, I'm doing just fine and dandy. Yourself?
Oh, it's so good. We got beer. It's cold. Honestly, it's
I
great.
got tequila too, so you're
Uh-oh. So we've been at it for at least an hour and a half at this point. I think we're down to 3 boxes. Is that right?
4.
4 boxes, 18 racks left. We're just hammering through it. This guy, look at him. Look at him go. He's a little pit master, huh? But the main benefit, other than the fact that it's really cool in here, is this is also where all the beer storage is. So, pretty pleasant time in here. Woo! Can we get some more ribs to trim, please? I mean, I'm having a great time. This is where we're at. Taking a breather. We got several ribs left, but Jeremy's out here wrapping briskets. How many you wrapped so far?
11, only like 30 more to go.
Nice.
32 more to go, actually.
Very cool. And the wood made it over. Oh yeah. Been good. Nice and barky on those butts. You gonna foil both those pork butts, Jeremy?
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Why is that?
Not my preferred technique. If you would like to do it, we can, Brad. I just think it turns out better this way.
Oh wow.
But agree to disagree. But if anybody's so inclined, you can hand out some samples here. Hot, caution hot. If you burn yourself, it's not on me, it's on you. Caution hot.
That's the best I've ever done.
I was about to say, is it as good
It's
as
not even done.
Did you just rip into a like 180-degree pork butt?
That's exactly what I did.
Nice.
House barbecue, baby.
Nice.
I'll write it. We'll do it live.
Last rack. Ho, 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 ho.
Came in here at the very end and stole the glory.
You trimmed like 3 racks just so you could make the video. Yeah, all right.
Exactly.
Ribs are all trimmed, and I gotta say, I'm not used to doing this much volume like I did back in the restaurant days, and my chef callus on my hand is not what it once was. Got a little bloody, but it's worth it, and that's pretty much all we have to do, you know? Trim the ribs, now we gotta wrap up all these briskets, finish them off, turn on the warmer, and enjoy this beautiful Texas day. And maybe go jump in the river. How are we looking, boys? We got enough tallow? We'll find out.
You never have enough tallow.
Bones, how's your back?
It's rough.
Yeah,
shape.
those tables were a little too low.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, guys, before tomorrow's service, we need to find some risers for these tables. Otherwise, we're all gonna die.
And we'll lock these in place.
Back?
Yeah, I can use a beverage that might help.
I'm gonna
with
tag
that.
in.
Coming up.
These are good though. How does that compare to your normal bark, Jeremy?
It looks a little crustier. You see some of the seasoning because it's a little bit more seasoning than what I usually use. But I think it's going to be super flavorful. I think people are really going to like it.
I like the 2-to-1. Heavy pepper.
Yeah.
You never get a bald spot. You know where like you get the pool?
Yeah. Yep.
Just stepped away for like 5 minutes and I heard word that our rib container has crushed the lid of the thing underneath it. It's fine.
Yeah.
All that's under that is like extra fat for making tallow, so, and luckily we don't need to get to it.
Yeah.
Because that would be impossible. Man, that is some long butcher paper.
You guys, the neighbors are cute.
Pad is dry, going all over. Ooh, that bark feels nice. I haven't paper wrapped a brisket in a while. Obviously still got it, you know. Got better at the end, by the way. But I would do the foil boat, obviously, but these are choice grade briskets. They're feeling a little dry, a little lean, so extra tallow comes in handy. I do love a good paper wrap brisket. It's been a while. And there they are, all wrapped up. So it's like 8:30, almost 9 o'clock, which means I've been standing in this field for like 12 hours at this point. But finally, the sun has gone down, and this Texas sun is relentless. But it would appear I have found myself here all alone, so I've been cleaning up the campsite a little bit. Briskets are coming off one by one. Just checking temps, running these pits. All the pork butts have come off. Couple briskets are done, feeling nice and tender. Everyone else is running around, moving fridges, and just trying to get ready for this big event tomorrow. So we got the warmer set up. That's the warmer from the Chud shop right there. Hooked up to a generator. So we're gonna hot hold these briskets and pork butts overnight. All the ribs are trimmed in the fridge truck, going to get plugged in somewhere because it wasn't doing too well on the generator. But luckily, Matt has a bunch of houses around here with power. So getting that taken care of. And yeah, kind of just keep rocking these pits. Remember earlier when I was looking down at the pits? That's where I was. Pretty cool. Stroke of midnight. All the briskets are in the warmer. We've made it back to our beautiful home, which we'll probably tour tomorrow at some point because this place is great.
We don't have time to tour tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we have a festival to throw. All the briskets came off, all the butts are done. It was a grueling one today, folks. A lot of field, a lot of heat, a lot of meat, but we made it through. So we'll check back in tomorrow, probably at 4 a.m. in like, what, 3.5 hours I'll be waking up because we got to cook some ribs and sausage. So it's crack of 5 a.m. This guy got here at what, 4?
A little after 4, so we had to go get that trailer. There's a lot of drama with that I'm happy to share. One, we got there and the trailer wasn't refrigerated. Power was off. I'm like, no!
What?
So we're like, yeah, we have to hook it up and bring it over anyway. Might as well. So we get here, we plug it in, starts working here, and then we're like, all right, let's test the ribs. Let's just see. So we temp the ribs, golden, all good. We're good. Rock and roll.
Sweet.
So it must have died like 30 minutes before we got there this morning.
Oh. That's a little concerning, but as long as the food is safe, I'm a happy guy. So we got all these ribs that we trimmed up yesterday, hit them with some Chud rub, loading up the 1,000-gallon, crack of dark.
Yeah, Brad, I can't believe you're here right now.
Yeah, me too. Went to bed like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, that's wild.
Forgot to set an alarm, but barbecue will always wake you up. Stars are beautiful though.
They are.
I also almost hit like a 15-point buck on the way in.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary.
Yeah, but did you notice it had white spots still?
Really?
Yeah.
I was too busy braking heavily. I just had to do a lot of work on that fridge in there because when we were moving it last night, everything fell over. It was gross. There was beer everywhere. Couldn't walk. Some brisket trim hit the floor. Not a good way to start the day, but that's pretty nice. Beautiful sunrise today. And right now we got, I think, 90 racks of ribs going, which is unfortunate we couldn't do them all at once, but I guess we'll have to do 2 cooks, which is fine. It's like an 8-hour event anyway. What do you think about that sunrise?
Oh my gosh, I can barely see it because I'm so tired, but it's so pretty.
Now we're trying to figure out service, where we're gonna set up because we're trying to escape this deadly sun. It's gonna be hot today, so we're moving all of our stuff from there, down there, including this fridge, which is constantly on the move. Yeah, literally just spent like an hour cleaning the fridge because everything fell over. And then we moved it again. There's gonna be beer everywhere, I can tell.
Ready?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Okay, none of them broke at least. Pit full of ribs, on the move. Trailer number 2. Gotta tell you, it feels so much better to be in the shade already. Bottoming out a little bit.
Yeah.
Whoops. But the nice part is now we're right by the river. We just jump in the middle of service. Fragoni setup in full swing. What do you got going on over here, buddy?
Hey, what's up, sir? We're doing some New York strips. All roast, we're gonna hang them on the grills. Hang, you know. And
Yeah. How many of those you got?
we have like 6 of these.
Nice.
Yeah, and then once they're ready, we're gonna slice them into steaks, sear them.
Oh,
Direct on the coals or maybe, you know, the griddle, something.
Beautiful. And over here, the beet barbecue sauce needs to be cupped up 1,000 times. How you feeling, team?
Fingers are
Sweaty.
cramping.
All the ribs are cooking along nicely, all covered with chud rub, which is fantastic. How the ribs feeling?
Feeling like they're getting there. Actually, really happy with how far along they are for how little time we've had and had to kind of push them. I mean, even though we've cooked these a little hotter, you can see they haven't dried out. This is starting to get soft. I could pull that bone out if I wanted to, but we just want it a little softer, especially for the non-barbecue nerd consumer who probably wants it a little more tender than correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
No one's gonna complain about a rib being too tender.
I tasted the chud rub.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Hell yeah. Again, we did that because we had it in bulk, and we're not gonna buy a bunch of salt and pepper when we got a 50-pound bag of chud rub lying around, but it's also perfect on ribs because it's very pepper heavy. Until now.
Look at me go.
So much sauce. That's about a quarter of it. 1,000 people is a lot of people. Back at the house picking up some bread and other supplies, but yeah, this place is amazing. This is on the far end of the property, and it's just fully furnished and really nice. Martin's potato bread for the win. Thank you, Martin's. Always love Martin's bread, and they were kind enough to supply it for us. Gotta love that. But yeah, it's been a very comfortable stay. I thought we might have to camp out in a tent or something, and then he said he had this place, and yeah, I'm here for it. Oh yeah. So glad we're pulling this off, dude.
I don't know how.
It's been frantic, to say the least. I think it's all coming together, folks. Ribs are coming off. Sausages are about to go on over here somewhere. And look who showed up. Hi, Rachel.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus.
He's scary.
Got a whole bunch of Chud merch. Setting up our merch tent. Hopefully we sell some shirts. That'd be great, because we spent a lot of money on meat. Beautiful day at the river. So this is the infamous pit. This is Matt Carricker's pit. And I was making fun of it a lot, and I feel bad, because I actually haven't cooked on it yet. But got it fired up for some sausages. Little 250 on a trailer. My only concern with the design is the exchange. It gets pretty weird looking. But for cooking some sausage, should not be a problem. All right, got this thing loaded up with sausages. Whole thing full. And you know what? It was hard to get started because it's got a flat bottom firebox and the exchange is so small and the stack is a little too narrow. But with a little leaf blower, I burned down those logs. So we got a good coal bed in there and it's actually holding heat pretty well. Burning clean, which took like an hour. So we might not have sausage for open, but there they are in all their glory. Let them cook. Doors are open, people are coming in, getting our merch tent set up still. Whew, looking good, guys. Chud box, Chud table, and the all-new Chud grill. Beautiful. Instant review, how's the brisket?
I think we have to.
Fingers looking good, man. Hell yeah. How does it compare to Matt's?
It doesn't.
That's good, you can take it either way.
It doesn't hold money.
Keep your job. Beautiful looking ribs, brisket coming out, got sauce, bread, and we got a line. It's time to get to work, boys. Wieners are coming off, looking very nice. Beautiful juicy link, happy about that. Grapevine, nice and plump, as advertised. Now I just gotta slice them up and see how they taste. Hey, do me a favor, tell me how the sausage tastes.
That's amazing. What is that?
Come out all right?
Definitely did.
Just an all beef sausage with the nice and plump starter mix.
Oh, okay, perfect. Nice.
Got it, nice and plump.
Yeah, juicy, right?
Yeah.
All that fat paid off.
That's so good.
Ooh.
Tell me what you think.
Ooh, that's a juicy sausage. That's really real good.
If you didn't know any better, you'd think Brad knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Unlike the guy who sits down to rack ribs.
Dude, I'm not gonna apologize. It's an 8-hour
I feel you, my
event.
back
I'm sitting down.
Remember how much we talked yesterday about getting risers for these?
Yep.
Yeah.
How'd that work out?
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm sitting down.
What do you mean?
Fight
by
me.
that? We've just been here since we had that conversation. We're like an hour or two into service, and it is pretty hectic. How you doing, buddy?
Ooh, super good.
How many briskets have you gone through, do you reckon? We're
Maybe 12?
Yeah. Yep. I've cooked probably 400 links of sausage, and I'm like 30 yards that way, so I've been doing a lot of hoofing. And the line is just massive. Hi. It just keeps going and going and going. We can't even see the end. I do appreciate everyone coming out though, but woo, it's a toasty one. Great job on the wiener slicing.
Thank you.
Glistening in the sun. Really glad those came out all right. I was concerned for a while there, mostly about the fat cap and just doing things in volume. You tend to make more mistakes, but I need to find a beer or something because I am parched. So it is 2 o'clock. We have run out of ribs, so we decided to take a little 1-hour break. The rest of the ribs are about to come off, so they need to rest down, as do I. So take a little breather, clean up, get prepared, cook some more sausage, and do round 2 in a little bit. This was the first round of service.
It was good. It was took a little bit to get into the rhythm, but once we did, nice and smooth. Second round will be easier.
The massive line never did die, but everyone's... Thank you, sir! And everyone's very friendly. It's literally what I was saying. But yeah, a lot of cool people. Like a fool, I left my bathing suit at the house. Might go dip my little toesies though. Round 2 continues. So at this point, we've turned the 500 into a warmer, which is great, because I have to walk way over there to get anything out of a warmer, which is poor planning on our part, but at least we don't have to worry about the sound of the compressor going. And we got a bunch more sausage going on the 1,000-gallon over there, and we're just cranking it out. Look at this guy, look how frantic he is.
Woo! I love this. This is great.
It wasn't so sweaty.
I like keeping busy. I hate the waiting part of barbecue.
Yeah.
But the service, I love this.
So, hey man, so thanks for having us here. We really enjoy this. Finally we made it.
Best bread in the business right here. What'd you think of the barbecue?
Barbecue was awesome. I don't know what y'all did with the sausage. The sausage was amazing, but brisket, I went to go steal some off somebody's plate and like tried to grab it, and all I got was the bark because it just fell apart. It's like, that's how you know. That's how we know you're doing it right. I can't even steal anything off somebody else's plate.
Well, I think we got plenty left.
Yeah.
It is crazy when it's like, I tend to think of sausage as almost like a secondary item.
Yeah.
To taste it where I'm like, oh, I would get that first. It tends to stay on, I think, a little too long at most places, and then it ends up dry and
Yeah,
like
crumbly.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you know, chew into it.
Right.
Yeah. This has been like phenomenal. Actually,
Well, we got plenty more.
The wiener is so juicy. I didn't expect it to have so much juice.
we're not used to wiener being this juicy.
When we watch my video and your video, this will be the moment. The inception.
Ah!
Like, a lot of food has been given out, which is a good sign, which means people like it enough to line up for it.
Come back, yeah.
Everybody has super awesome attitude. Everybody's happy to be here. Everybody's super nice. Great. That's okay. I won't be hurt.
Well, this is weird. You don't have to chew this. Mine you had to chew a lot. No, that's pretty good.
Band is playing. Basil, what are you doing over here? Are you working?
Heck yeah.
I love this guy.
Some love and support to Chud's BBQ.
This guy, best bread in the business.
Orange potato rolls.
Anything else?
Anything else.
Anything else would be offensive.
It would be. Barbecue and Martin's potato rolls, they are one.
It's a fact. Appreciate it, buddy.
You're gonna have some sweat in there. Some meat sweat, so that's good sweat.
You'll never guess who joined us straight from Canada. Matt James. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for getting right off a plane, driving for an hour and a half, and immediately jumping into work that you didn't know about.
Oh, it's great. Love it.
That's why you're the best. It's like 4:30, and check this out. The last of the sausage. All like 200 pounds, 600 links are done. All the ribs, this is all we got left, are done. And we got, I think, 4 briskets left after this. So, it's time to start wrapping things up, and I'm ready for it. What's the most briskets you've ever sliced in a day before?
This amount.
Yeah. How does it feel?
Tiring.
Yeah. How's your back?
You know, it was good until we took a break. Huge
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
Should have just powered right on through.
Never sit down in the barbecue world. That is the most ridiculous vehicle I've ever seen. What the hell? Jesus. So that's gonna do it. All the food is sold. Beers are gone. People are heading out. Matt,
We floated kegs. That was wild.
there was kegs?
Yeah, there were. There were 5. They're gone.
Wow. But Matt, thank you so much for having us
Man,
out.
thanks for
This
coming.
was a lot of fun.
Couldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah.
Literally couldn't have. These guys are some hard-working boys too.
Yeah, it's all worth it. You know, as soon as I knew that we had enough food,
Yeah.
I've been in a great
Felt
mood
good.
ever since.
Hell yeah, 100%.
Ever since
When the
like,
nerves kind of dissipated.
Yeah, like ever since like 3 weeks ago when we decided we were gonna do this, I'm like tense.
Yeah.
But now it's all good. It worked out. Everyone seemed happy.
Did y'all run out of food?
No, we actually have a couple racks of ribs left.
Sweet. So party tonight.
Yeah,
Let's go.
More food for dinner. But again, thank you for throwing this festival.
Yes,
It's
sir.
awesome.
Thank y'all for coming, and just love it. It's so good.
Are we gonna do it again ever?
Bigger, better. And
Not bigger.
3 weeks.
Oh,
Get ready.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. It's the next day. Got a good night's sleep for the first time in a while last night. Event went very smoothly, but after the event we went and hung out with the demo crew in a pool. They have a pool on the property, which was exactly what we all needed after a hot day of cooking barbecue. But now we're here just getting everything cleaned up and loaded out, and hopefully I can tow this fridge home. It's about an hour and a half's drive, but it's empty now, so should be able to do it. We'll see. I mean, you can't see a massive truck like this and not try and sit in it. How's it feel?
Pretty comfy.
Do you think this could tow the fridge back for us?
I think it wouldn't have a problem at all.
I don't think it would fit. It's too tall. Should we get one of these for the Chud shop?
Yeah, we got a space.
Yeah. And just like that, made it back to Austin. It's been a couple of days since the event. We got everything cleaned up. All the dishes are done. The Tacoma did, in fact, bring that fridge all the way back with no problems. It was a little rough on the uphills, but all things said and done, the event was very smooth. A lot of things could have gone wrong, but I had a great time. Everyone seemed happy. And we made a lot of good food. But again, big shout out to all the sponsors, Dean and Peeler, who gave us all the meat for the sausage that I made, Martin's Potato Bread for supplying all the bread, and then also Basil showed up and did a bunch of work. Very nice. Chief Firewood, thank you, Javier, for supplying all that. That worked out perfectly, and we had just enough, which is great. Miller Lite, thanks for sending us some cases of beer. And of course, big shout out to Matt Carricker and his whole team. They put a lot of work into this. And hopefully if we ever do this again, we won't do it on August 3rd. But it's always a fun time cooking with Jeremy and Alfregoni, and that's the most food I've cooked in a single day in a very long time. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you were at the event, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know where y'all are eventing. Big shout out to all the Patreon members. Thank you for supporting Team Chud and allowing me to keep making all these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace!